Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Lami Egena, good afternoon. How are you doing today? It's a pleasure having you here. Yes, indeed. If you can hear me loud and clear, do let me know so that we can kick off in good time and then give you the necessary information that we have for you. It's a pleasure having you here. Awesome. I can see others are joining us now gradually. Kindly type in the chat section if the audio is good to go. Kindly type in the chat section if the audio is good to go. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for your feedback in the chat section. Okay, thank you. I can see Nonso Igbozulike said yes. Okay, great. So you're welcome. Since the audio is good to go for one person, then that means that it's good to go for every other person. We are starting right now. We're starting on time. Thank you. And Lami again, I said, can hear you. We're starting on time so that we can finish on time. And then hopefully others join us in good time. And also, this is being recorded, and of course, it will be posted on the YouTube channel so people can watch after the training as well. So we always say, let's come on time. So this is the Forex trading for beginners. So if you are a beginner, you're welcome. If you are a struggling trader, you are welcome as well, right? Because at the end of the day, both type of traders want to achieve the same thing, right? Both of you, whether new or struggling, you want to be profitable at the end of the day. Okay, great. So let's proceed with what we have for you. It's a pleasure having you guys here. Do let us know where you are connecting to us from. Are you connecting to us from Nigeria? Are you connecting to us from Africa or Europe or America, Asia? Let us know where you are connecting to us from, right? And then we will proceed accordingly. So welcome once again, right? This training is brought to you by 10 Trade. 10 Trade is the broker of choice. And also one thing we always say is, as you are here, if you know anybody that should be here in this free training, it's a free training, absolutely free training. All you have to do is to send the invite link to them, or you can put the invite link on your WhatsApp status, put a message there, and let people join us. Let's have more people here. Let's fill up the house. Thank you. And also said from Abia State, Nigeria. Awesome. Thank you for that. And I hope Abia State is doing good today. Great. So thank you. So let's proceed with the information that we have for you. A quick disclaimer. Kindly note that the information that we are going to be giving you in the training for this workshop for this week is not going to guarantee success. I repeat, not going to guarantee success. What will guarantee success for you is the application, is how you make use of the information, right? It's not just getting the information, but you must implement the information, and then you get that transformation at the end of the day. But if you don't do anything, then more or less it will be a waste. And then also kindly note that this business carries a high level of risk, so you can make a lot of money and you can also lose a lot of money as well. So number one, account protection is key. You are going to learn how to minimize your losses. So please pay attention and then ensure that you do the needful, right? So as we just said, information without implementation will not lead to transformation. Now, if you are new or you are struggling, you can see where you are, and that is a problem because the main reason why you are here is because of money. I repeat, the main reason why you are here is because of money. So that is a big problem that traders are having. But then traders want that outcome. Traders want to get to that position of being profitable. That is your desired situation. So how do we cross over from the problem to the solution, the outcome? And that's what we're going to be looking at in this our training, right? You're going to first of all develop the winning mentality. You're going to develop the winning mentality. What do we mean by develop the winning mentality? Now, you must always tell yourself that you are a winner. In life, always speak positive, nothing but positive thoughts into your life, right? Tell yourself that you are a winner, and that's going to help you with respect to the psychology, because the psychology is very, very important. For those just joining us, you're welcome. So, psychology, you are a winner, you are a winner, you are a winner. We're also going to show you how to manage your risk appropriately. We're going to show you how to manage your risk appropriately. As we said, In this business, it carries a high level of risk, so you must learn how to manage your risk, minimize your losses at the end of the day. You need to develop a strategy. You want to enter the market and exit the market. You must have a strategy, you must have a method, you must have a way of doing that. We're going to help you to develop a strategy, and we're going to talk about the trading plan and the trading journal, because these things are very, very important to your trading. There's some things here that some people have heard of, but they are not applying. Why? I really don't know. And then we'll also talk about how to avoid unnecessary losses. So all we need from you in this training is to pay attention. You know, the training is absolutely free, and that's why we said invite more people. Let's have more people join us, right? So invite more people and then pay attention. Make sure you are taking down notes and make sure that you register for a demo account, a live account. If you don't have an account with 10 Trade, please kindly get back in touch with the person that sent you this link, right? So that you can register with 10 Trade. And once you conduct your registration, you have a demo account and you can start to practice and practice and practice. The more you practice, right, the more you practice, the better you get. Practice makes what? Who can help us out with this question? Practice makes what? The more you practice, the better you get. Practice makes what? Who can help us out? Practice makes what? Anybody, if you are here, help us out with that. Practice makes what? And if nobody knows the answer, then no problem, we will continue. Practice makes what? Okay, we have one person, another person. I'm going to read them out now. And then Nonso said perfect. And then Lami Egana said perfect. Okay, great. You guys said perfect. It's a good thing that you guys are here under the 10 Trade roof, because listen to this carefully, guys. Because number one, Abel Innocent said practice makes perfect. Now, you know, we don't know your ages. You might be 20 something, 30 something, 40 something, 50 something, but we want to help you to understand things better. You are absolutely wrong. Yes, you are absolutely wrong. Practice does not make perfect. You might be wondering, Mr. Tolu, what are you talking about? Apologies if I did not introduce myself earlier. Let me quickly do that before I explain myself with respect to practice makes perfect, as you all said. My name is Tolu Olatunji. I am a Forex trader, analyst, and a coach, and I've been doing this for well over 10 years. At the very beginning, for years, I was doing a lot of rubbish, having a lot of mistakes, crashing a lot of accounts, losing a lot of money. But hey, that is my own story. It's not about me, it's about you, because I did not give up. Remember the winning mentality? I did not give up, and that's why I'm here. So as you said, practice makes perfect. You can see Nonso said, ouch. Yes, indeed, ouch, because you are all wrong. Now, let me ask you guys this question, and it will help you to understand where we're going to with the training for this week. Is there any such thing like perfect or perfection? The answer is no. The Toyota Camry 2023 model that is out there, they're going to still do Toyota Camry 2024. Why? Because they are making improvements. They're going to make it better. Do you understand what we just said? They're going to make improvements to it. So there's no such thing as perfect. There's no perfect car. There's no perfect human being. There's no perfect place. Nothing is perfect. Do we understand? So you cannot say the more you practice, or you cannot say practice makes perfect. No, that is a statement that we have lived with all our lives, and it is incorrect. And that's why I threw that at you, for you to know that everything we're going to be doing in this week must make sense. Common sense, it must make sense to us, right? Thank you. And also said true. So practice makes what, guys? Practice makes better. Practice makes improvement. Simple. So you are going to practice and practice and practice. There's no perfect technology. Technology keeps on evolving, keeps on getting better on a regular. And that is what we are going to understand in our session. Common sense. Everything must make sense. If it does not make sense to you, please kindly challenge it, right? Because you are here to learn, and we are also here to learn. Let's proceed because of time. Now, a quick introduction to the business. A quick introduction to the business. Let's quickly look at these questions quickly, And at any point in time you have any question, especially towards the end, there will be a Q&A session. Please make sure to ask your question. You can write it down on your book and then transfer it to the system after. So we are going to be looking at these questions right in front of us. So let us dive into it right now. And this is just an introduction to the business. What is trading? Now, before I ask this question, if you are new or you are struggling, kindly type in the chat box. If you are new, type new. If you are struggling, type struggling. Because trust me, even if you are struggling, you've been trading for a while, a lot of struggling traders have noticed they don't have a foundation. Most people jump into the market because they want to make money. They were hearing about the crypto craze, they were hearing about currencies, the stocks, Tesla, and they said, oh, I want a piece of that. And they jumped in without prior knowledge, only to be humbled. And of course, that is the case with a lot of people. You cannot jump into medicals. You cannot become a doctor overnight. So why would you want to become a trader overnight? You need to go about it the proper way. Thank you. Lami Egena said new. Jumoke, you're welcome, said new. Ambrose Annie said struggling. Beautiful. So we have people that are new and we have people that are struggling here. You are all welcome. So what is trading? Trading is simply the buying and selling of different instruments. That is trading. Simple, in the simplest form. Like you go to the market, what are you going to the market to do? You're going to the market to trade. Simple. So what are we trading? The different instruments. You can be trading Forex, euros against the dollar, pounds against the Japanese yen, and so on. So that is what? That is Forex. Commodities are the likes of the charcoal, the sugar, the cotton, palladium. You have the likes of the equities, the Tesla, Google, Facebook, Amazon. You have indices, the Dow Jones, FTSE, S&P 500. You have the cryptos, the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and a whole lot of other cryptos, currencies, instruments out there. And with 10 trade, you have access to a lot of instruments. Now, guys, the number is increasing gradually, but I believe that there are people that are meant to be here that are not here. They can send this link and then introduce them. We have someone also who has logged in twice, not really sure why, right? So please, guys, introduce people, let them join us. Let's have more people here to learn. Okay, don't forget the recording will be made available on the YouTube channel. I'll put up the YouTube channel shortly so that you have the link to that, and then you can connect to the YouTube channel. I'm just going to do that now as we continue this training. And please kindly note, we're going to be moving at a pace. It's not really about the training, but rather it's what you do after the training, meaning that you must practice. So that's the YouTube link over there. Okay, so let's continue with what we have for you today. Okay, so how do you make money? That is the most important question. So how do I make money from the business? You are going to make money from the fluctuations in price, meaning that the price could either be going up or down. If it's going up, then we are supposed to be buying. And if it's going down, then we are supposed to be selling. Simple, straight to the point. So it's all about knowing when price is going to go up and when the price is going to go down. We have about two people who have, okay, one person now who has a hand raised up. If you have a question, you want to say something, please do that in the comment section. And if you don't have anything, kindly lower your hands. Thank you. Okay, so it's all about knowing when the price is going to go up and when the price is going to go down. And we are going to explain all of this to you as we proceed in the training for this week, right? So now, how does the broker make its own profit? You are here to make profit, you're here to make money. So it's only fair that you know how the broker makes his own money, so that we are all on the same page. The broker is going to make his money from what is called spread. Spread, S-P-R-E-A-D. Spread is known as the difference between the buying and the selling prices. I repeat, spread is known as the difference between the buying and the selling prices. So, just like the Bureau de Exchange, the Bureau de Exchange is also known as a broker. So how do they make their money? When you approach them and you say, how much be dollar? They'll ask you a specific question. Oga, shey you won't buy, abi you won't sell? Do you want to buy or do you want to sell? So that means that there is a price for buying and then there's a price for selling. The difference between the buying and the selling prices is the spread, and that is the profit for the broker. So that is the offline broker. 10Trade is the online broker. Good thing about the online broker is that you can access everything from anywhere in the world. When can you trade? It is a 24 hours market, so you can trade in the morning, in the afternoon, and also at night. You can trade in the morning, afternoon, and also at night, right? So you can trade any time of the day. Where can you trade? You can trade from anywhere as long as you have the right tools. You have the right tools, right? And what are the right tools? The right tools are the internet-enabled device. Number one, that's what you're using to connect to us now, whether it's your laptop, desktop, smartphone, or your tablet. You need the internet, and that's what you're using to connect to us now as well. And then you need the software, the trading application, the MetaTrader 5. We're going to talk about that in a bit. And then finally, you need the knowledge. Most traders today, as you are listening to me, you have the internet-enabled device, number one. You have the internet, you have the software, but you lack knowledge. You lack knowledge, you lack direction, and that is the truth. And that is why you are here with us, for us to give you the proper direction at the end of the day. Okay, so who can trade? Anybody and everybody can trade. It's not specific to your background. It doesn't mean you must have been an accountant or an economist or whatever the case might be, read finance and all. No, it's for anybody and everybody. I know doctors, I know lawyers. I am a computer scientist by background. So this business is for everybody at the end of the day. Lami, again, your hand is still raised up. I might have to lower it myself, right? So that, because it keeps on catching my attention. Not sure whether you have a question to ask. If you do, type it out. If not, lower your hands. Thank you. So the tools needed, we've mentioned them now. Smartphone, laptop, right? That's your internet-enabled device. You have your internet, and then you have the software, the MetaTrader 5 by 10Trade, and then you have the knowledge, right? So those are the tools needed. So the tools needed, how to trade. This how to trade is the most important question because you are here to make money. So you need to know, so how am I going to make this money? I know when the price is going up, ideally I should be buying because up is the direction for buyers and then down is the direction for sellers. So for you to make money, you need to know these things in front of us. You need to understand the software, how to use it the proper way, the MetaTrader 5. You need to know the market analysis, right? Market analysis, risk management, and psychology. When it comes to the MetaTrader 5, this is the software to open, to close, and to modify trades. And we're going to look at this in a bit, how to use the software to open, to close, and modify trades. Market analysis, how to enter and exit trades. This is where you have your strategy. So yes, indeed, we're going to give you a simple strategy based on price action, support, and resistance. We must always ensure that we keep it simple at the end of the day. Risk management, minimize losses and then maximize profits. We're going to talk about this. This is very key. This is for you to protect your account accordingly. Psychology, most traders today that are struggling, they have issues with the emotions. The emotions are all over the place. They're going to help you to ensure that your emotions are well controlled by you. We'll tell you some things to do, and it is up to you to implement them if you want to take your trading to the next level. Now we're going to talk about the MetaTrader 5. We're going to show you how to open, how to close, and how to modify trades. If you have your software with you, if you downloaded it by 10Trade, then you can as well do the same thing that we're going to be doing right now. I'm going to show you this on the laptop, of course. And also said, hope we will have the recording to rewatch. I believe we mentioned that a couple of times, and that is why the YouTube channel has been posted above. Mr. Noso, you've been here with us. So probably if you are not fully paying attention, remember we said everybody pay attention. I mentioned that a couple of times that the recording will be made available on the YouTube channel for you to rewatch. Okay, thank you. So please, everybody, the only thing we need from you, you said you were logged off or you have two names showing on the list. Not sure how you were logged off with two names. Okay, so guys, feel free to ask your questions. We're going straight to it. I don't want to take much of your time. It's not about the class. It's about what you do after the class. Most people, they don't practice, and we talk for 6 hours, 8 hours. And of course, it means that we're just spitting and we're just wasting time. So we don't want to waste your time, right? And vice versa, the same applies as well. We want to dish out the information, and then we dive straight into what we have. So this MetaTrader 5, we're going to look at it with respect to how to open, how to close, and also how to modify trades. So I'm going to show you how to go about this now. So guys, please pay attention. We're going to be crossing over to the trading application in a bit. We're going to cross over to the trading application in a bit. And we want you to be together. This is the software here, by the way. If you look at number 1, number 2, number 3, the sections that have been divided over here, you notice that number 1 has the prices. You can see the 2 prices and the instruments that you have over here, USDHF, Pound USD, and the rest of them. This section is known as the Market Watch. It just gives you information on all the instruments that we have that you can either buy or sell. Number 2 is the terminal, giving us information on everything that has to do with our money. Everything that has to do with our money. And number 3 is known as the chart window, CHART, the chart window area. The chart window area, as you can see, is giving us the graphical illustration of the market, the graphical illustration of what is happening in the market at the end of the day. So we are going to do what? We're going to cross over to our own live trading application. When we say live, this is just an image. And this here is the live one where you can see the number 1 area, Market Watch over here. You can see the prices are moving up and down, as you can see. So it is showing that the market is open now. Remember we said that the market opens Sunday night, and then closes Friday night. It's a 24-hour market, Sunday night by 11 p.m. By 2 weeks from now, daylight saving is going to take effect for the Europe region. It has already taken effect yesterday for US and Canada. So it's going to be 10 p.m. Sunday, and then Friday, 10 p.m. for close. Okay, great. So now I want to show you how to open, how to close, and how to modify trades, right? So please make sure you have your software here available so that you can also practice and do the same thing at the end of the day. Okay, so let's dive into this now. So this is the software, as you can see, and as we mentioned earlier, the Market Watch, number 1, that's where I'm moving up and down here, Market Watch. Number 2, the terminal has everything to do with our money. And number 3, as you can see, is the chart window area, giving us the graphical illustration of what is happening in the market. Quickly now, we want to show you how easy, straightforward this business is, because it is not meant to be difficult, it's not meant to be hard. Once you have the proper direction, the proper guidance, you are good to go. On this chart that we have in front of us, right, I'm going to box out the chart now so that we can see the area that we're talking about, right? This is the chart window area, number 3. So I'm going to box it from here. I'm going to box it all the way down to this point here. So as this is the chart window area, as you can see now, right, from this left-hand side to this right-hand side is where the market was and where the market is now. Who can tell us, is the market moving up or is it moving down? We're just showing you how easy and straightforward this business is. Is the market moving up or is it moving down? You can help us out. It should be easy and straightforward on your eyes. Remember we said it must make sense. We're not trying to trick you. It's something that should be easy and straightforward. That means that everybody more or less should get it. It's a simple KISS, keep it simply simple or something like that. I don't want to say the original S at the end, right? Some of you might know it. Nobody is answering. Do you want us to help you to understand this better, or do you want us to just explain it? There's a difference between lecturing and teaching. We try as much as possible to teach. We try as much as possible. But if you notice that the feedback, the engagement is low, then we switch to lecturing and we just dish out the information, and then it is up to you to practice. Remember that this is a free training, and that's why we don't have enough people here. You can see the numbers are really low. Imagine if you had paid money. Now, let me ask this quick question. Have you paid money for a training before? If yes, tell us how much you have paid. Because trust me, if you paid money for a training like this before, where you get the necessary knowledge that will help you to make money at the end of the day, if you paid plenty of money, trust me, your attention will be fully here. You'll be answering questions, you'll be asking questions, you'll be so engaged and all. Okay, thank you. Okay, Chuku Prince said up. Jumoke Aregbe said, I hope I pronounced your name well. Let me just say Jumoke. Jumoke said it is moving up. Nonso said upwards. So you can see you said up, moving up, upwards. It's still the same thing. The direction is up. So as it is up, it's because we are all seeing the same thing. And that's why we said it must make sense. As it is going up, who do you think is in control over here? Is the buyers in control or the sellers in control? Who is taking the price up? If you think about it very well, we mentioned that not too long ago, that somebody wants the price to go up while another person wants the price to go down. So who can tell us, buyers or sellers? Okay, Chuku Prince said buyers. Any other answer? We're going to switch over and then show you what we have for you before we do Q&A, give you necessary information, and then we round up, right? Okay, and then Jumoke said sellers. You see, that's why we normally ask questions, and that's why we always encourage you to answer. Because if we dish out the information, you will just accept it more or less. But if you try, it's like trial and error. You answer the questions. If you miss it, we would help you. The truth now is that we have one person that said buyers, another person that said sellers. And the question once again was, who is in control, who is leading, who is in charge, who has the upper hand? And we have two different answers. So let's help you out. Now look at it this way. The market started from here, this left-hand side, and this is where the market is presently. The market is presently here. So if we're going to connect the two boxes together, I'm going to use an arrow to connect box 1 for this to box 2. You can see the arrow is pointing in what direction? The arrow is pointing upwards. Upwards. Upward simply means that something is happening. The price is moving up. We already established that. But the buyers, as an example, want to make money. The sellers want to make money as well. So the buyers that want to make money, assuming they buy at a price of 100, right? They buy at a price of 100. What direction do they want it to go for them to make money? Guys, answer the question. Okay, and if Fiacam said buyers. So if the buyers buy at a price of 100, what direction do they want the price to go for them to make money? Everything we're talking about is all direction at the end of the day. So what direction do you think the buyers want the price to go for them to make money? Do they want it to go up or down? Okay, Chuku said upwards. What do we think? The buyers, they buy at 100. You buy at 100. Put yourself in that position. You are doing business because this is business. And this business is not different from any other business out there. You buy something at 100. What direction do you want it to go? Madam Jumoke said up. So if you are saying up, that means that this direction is up. It is the buyers that are doing it. It is the buyers that are in charge. Do you understand better, Madam Jumoke? Because you said sellers and every other person that said buyers are correct. Hope you understand that better. And as I said, put yourself in that position. You are doing business. You buy something at 100. What direction do you want it to go? You want it to go up. And if it goes up to 150, you are making 50. It goes up to 170, you're making 70. And the opposite is the case for the sellers. The sellers want the price to go in the opposite direction. And that's why, as we're talking about how to open, to close, and modify trades now, we're going to show you. For you to do that, you're going to click on new order. You can see new order here at the top here where the mouse is. I'll click on new order, and then you have this parameter box here that drops. The symbol is giving you all the symbols that we have over here. The type here is giving you the type that you can trade, whether market execution for now. You want to place a trade now, you use market execution. Penny order, you want to place a trade later at a future price. The volume here, if you look very well, the volume here, you have different volumes increasing and then decreasing. The smallest volume that you have here is 0.01, right? The acceptable smallest volume that you have is 0.01. So for now, on your demo account, please use 0.01. I want to explain to you how to conduct the calculation. There's a calculation to know the proper volume. We're going to do that when we get to the risk management class. We have the stop loss and the take profit. Which of these two do you think is more important, stop loss or take profit? Stop loss, let me explain, is to prevent further loss, while take profit is to acquire the profit that you have made. I repeat, stop loss is to protect your account from further loss, while take profit is to acquire the profit that you have made up to that particular time. Which of the two do you think is more important? because trust me, one is more important than the other. Anybody, any answer? If no answer, no problem. Okay, and Okechukwu Princess stop loss is LOSS. Look at it, not lost. LOSS, stop loss. So Okechukwu Princess stop loss. Ifaya Kam said SL, Abel Innocent said SL. Truth now also is that if you have been trading for a while, you would understand the power of stop loss. Stop loss is going to prevent you from losing and crashing your account. So yes, indeed, stop loss is more important, right? So now we don't have any information telling us whether it's click on sell or buy. When it comes to information, that is market analysis from tomorrow, we're going to click on any of them. So I'm going to click on buy, right? Many more. We click on buy, and we're going to show what is going to happen. Look very well. Look at the area of this chart window. You see the buy that we're going to click on, which will be represented here, and also on number 2, the terminal 2, it's represented here as well. So let's click on buy. Beautiful. You can see the buy over here, this line saying buy, and then you can see this trade over here on terminal. This is it over here. You can see the profit loss at the end over here, whether it's in profit or in loss. You see that here. So we're going to do something now. We have shown you how to open a trade. Remember, we clicked on new order. We are showing you how to open a trade now. So as you have opened a trade, the next thing you need to understand is stop loss and take profits. You need to set the stop loss and the take profit. Very key, very important. Because this stop loss that is blank, it simply means that you are not preventing anything and you can lose the entire account. This take profit that is blank as well, it means that you can continue to make more and more profit. There's no limit to the profit that you can make. But remember, we said stop loss is more important because we need to protect our account, number 1. If you don't protect your account and you don't have any money in the account again, how would you make money? Just like in soccer, in football, every team works towards protecting a goalpost first of all. Once you can protect your goalpost, then you can start scoring. Okay, great. So I'm going to show you a shortcut because we don't want to waste your time. We want you to start practicing immediately. We're going to show you the easiest and the fastest way to calculate your stop loss and your take profit. And this is what we're going to be doing for you. So guys, pay attention. For the stop loss here, you can see the line over here for the buy. This is a buy. And remember, for buy, you want to make profit when it goes up. So up is for take profit. So if I click on this line and I drag it up, can you see what's happening? Can you see it says TP? TP means it is above. TP is above. So TP that is above is what? Take profit. Remember, we're buying, and because we're buying, if we take it higher, that is profit. Now look at where it is. It says TP, a profit of $4.78 US, right? And then 717 points. The 717 points, or let me just try to adjust it to 700 as close as I can. This 706, it simply means 70 pips. Pips is what we're going to be using to calculate stop loss and take profit. So this 70 is pips, while the 6 is pipette. So 706 is known as 706 point or 706 pipette, right? We'll try to explain that further if you don't still understand. 706 is point, also known as pipette, while for pips, it is known as 70 pips and then 6 pipette, 6 point, right? It's what you call your units and tens. Remember back then in primary school, the units, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands, and so on, right? So that's what we're going to be using to calculate our stop loss and take profit. So if you're setting a take profit of 70 pips, this is where it's going to be, and I'll release my finger. Once I release my finger from the mouse, then you'll notice that the take profit is going to reflect that price. You can see the price to the right-hand side, that one in red, 1.61504. So I released my hand, and over here you can see the take profit has been reflected over here, right? Great. Somebody said, hope the recorded version will be shared. The recorded version, as I said earlier, some of us are just joining. Why we're joining now, I really don't know. This is the YouTube channel. For you to have access to the recorded version, kindly click on it, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and then wait for the video to be uploaded and you have access to it later today. Okay, someone said, really have a busy afternoon. I can't concentrate on the meeting. Oh, I understand. No problem, Madam Mercy. So the recording is going to be on the YouTube channel. So that is it over there. And are you going to be teaching us how to trade, Mr. Nonso? What do you think we are doing? Let me ask you that question, Mr. Nonso. What do you think we are doing in this, our beginners training? If you don't mind, who can answer that question? What do you think we are doing in the beginners training? We would like to know. If you have an idea what we are doing in the beginners training, we call this the beginners training from the beginning. We tag it as the beginners training. So what do you think we are trying to achieve over here? Okay. We said beginners training and also said teaching us the basics. For the basics, where do you think we are supposed to start from? Remember we said everything must make sense. Where do you think we are supposed to start from? Isn't it the basics? Okay, and then if you can say we are trading, and also said understanding what we are trading. You need to understand something, right? You have beginners here and you have people that have been trading, struggling for a while. So for the beginners, that's why it is tagged the beginners. You need to exercise patience, Mr. Nonso. Since you have been trading for a while and you just want to dive into the nitty-gritty. Some here are very new to the business, and so we need to start from the very foundation. And that's why if you notice, we even introduce everybody what is trading, the very foundation. Some know it, some do not know it. We do not want to assume. So we're covering the basics. So please kindly exercise patience and wait till the end of the workshop. It is not a one-day workshop, right? This workshop is going to last for 4 days, Monday all the way down to Thursday. So by the end of Thursday, you will let us know whether you've gotten the necessary information that you have come for or you haven't. Okay. So also said, and the platform we are using. Isn't that what we're starting with the platform? Please let's pay attention, please. Okay, Okechukwu Prince said primary tutorial of trading. If I can say, please, I have not been able to log into the demo account I created. Okay, let's continue, guys. I'll try to address all of this as we proceed, because if I don't give you what you are supposed to have now, we will not finish the training for today. And we want to keep it as simple as possible. As a quick reminder, number one, this recording is available on the YouTube channel. I have posted a link, so you need to probably rewatch it, especially if your attention level is not here for one reason or the other. And please also note that this is the beginners training. So beginners, we're starting from the very foundation. Please take note of that as well. And at the end of this workshop, there will be clarity. So give it some time. Trust the process. Do not be in a hurry. In this business, if you're in a hurry, I'm sure some of you know what happens when you're in a hurry. You would most likely not end up getting to where you need to, especially in good time. So try not to be in a hurry. Okay, great. So now let's continue what we have for you. So we have just set the take profits, and that's what we have here. We're going to set the stop loss. The stop loss is in the other way, is the other direction. So I'm going to also click on this here and then drag it the other way. When I drag it the other way, this is for the stop loss, right? So I'm going to do this. Remember the take profit was this way. If I do it this way, right, this is for the what? This is for the stop loss, and we can drag it anywhere that we want. So pay attention to the price that you see in the USD. You can see the negative. That means that is what you can stand to lose, negative. And then you can see the points. That point also has to do with the pips. And we're going to explain it to you much better as we proceed, right? So from what we have over here, if you look very well, let me just try to set it to about 50 pips. Let me just try to move it up to about 298, as close as I can get to 298 around here. You can see that is about 50. If you look very well, 50. And then the last digit is known as the points, the pipette. I'm going to explain that again as we proceed. So if I release my finger, now you can see the stop loss has been set. So this simply means that where the price is now, if it hits the stop loss, it's going to close for a loss. If it hits this take profit, then it's going to close for a profit. So now you have set the stop loss and then you have set the take profit to protect. It's about protecting, to protect your account accordingly. And that is what we are all supposed to do at the end of the day. We're supposed to open trades, close trades, and then what? And then modify trades. Open, close, and modify trades, right? So as we have done that now, we're going to show you once again how to calculate the stop loss and take profit. We're going to show you using an example, right? So we're going to cross over to our slides. And then from the slides, we're going to come back here to the platform and then it will make more sense. Remember we said you need to practice for it to get better. So here is the slide, and we're going to show you how to calculate the stop loss and the take profit over here. So if you look at this here, we said pips is what we're going to be using, and pips is known as price interest point, movement in price from point A to point B, movement in price from point A to point B, right? So as we have movement in price from point A to point B, right, it's like saying price moves from 100 to 150. You can easily say it has moved by 50, or price moved from 100 to 70. It has moved by 30 in the other direction. Remember, price would either go up or price could go down. So this example that we have in front of us is similar to what we just did now. We're going to explain this to you again. Assuming you are buying, right? You're buying Euro USD at this particular price. You know, when you buy, let me just do some explanations here. When you buy, you want the price to go up in your favor for profit. So over here should be take profit, right? And then when you buy, if it goes the other way, that is a loss. So you are having a loss, right? So we have the take profit higher, and then you have the stop loss lower. So that means that if it is higher, you're going to be adding. If it is lower, you're going to be subtracting. Remember we said, if you do this at a price of 100, and it goes up to 150, it means that you have made a profit of 50. And then if it goes down to 70, then that means that you have made a loss of 30. So you do the difference between the two over here. So now we are assuming because when you are doing your proper calculation, it is going to be based on your analysis. Analysis is going to be tomorrow. Analysis is the reason for your entry and exit into the market. Analysis is that strategy that you are going to be deploying at the end of the day. So for now, we are just picking random values. So for stop loss, we are saying 40 pips. For take profit, we're saying 120 pips. So if you look at stop loss, which is the one that is more important for you to protect your account, stop loss over here, you look at it, you can see we are subtracting. We're subtracting because it is a buy, If it was a sell, you know, selling is in the opposite direction for buying. It simply means for selling, for you to make money, you want the price to go down. And it goes down, it is take profit, right? If you click on sell. And then if it goes up, it is now stop loss. You must understand this and the direction. Everything is direction at the end of the day. So we are doing for buy over here. And that's why we always say you need to practice. We can give you some little assignments if you are interested at the end of the day. So when you click on buy for stop loss, you're subtracting. Now, this last digit here, number 9, is known as the pipette, is known as a fraction of a pip, the pipette, right? So this 40 pips is the same thing as 400 points. 400 points or 400 pipettes. You can call it 400 points or 400 pipettes. And it is the same thing as 40.0 pips. 40.0 pips. Please take note of what we're explaining over here. You have the recording to be able to watch it over and over again, right? And it should make sense. We are trying to make it as simple and as straightforward as possible. Now look at this way. Somebody wrote it as 4 and 0 here. Remember your units, your tens, right? Your hundreds, your thousands, and so on from primary school. So this here is pipette. That means that everything under here is pipette over here. And that means that if everything here is pipette, that means that the pip starts counting from here. So if you write it in this manner, this is 4 pips. It is 4 pips and it is no more 40 pips. This was a mistake that I used to make back then, and I used to make this mistake. It used to be absolutely wrong, right? I repeat, I used to make that mistake, and a lot of traders are making that mistake up till now. So the proper way to write this, I'm going to show you the proper way to write this, is like this. You write it based on 400, where this here is the pipette, this is the pipette, and then this here is the pips. So calculating for 40 pips, this is how you're going to write it. 9 minus 0 is 9, 2 minus 0 is 2, 9 minus 4 is 5, 3 minus 0 is 3, 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. So this is the stop loss for this example. And then the take profit, don't forget the take profit, 120 pips, is the same thing as 1,200 points or pipettes. And it's also the same thing as 120 0.0, right? So please take note of that. So we write the pipette here, so 0 for pipette, and you have the pipette here when you add, and then this is 120 here for the pips. By the time you do your calculation, this is what you should have over here, and then this is absolutely correct, right? So this is how to conduct your stop loss and your take profit. If it is a buy, if it is a sell, it is in the opposite direction. If it is a sell, you should know that for your stop loss, you're going to be adding. And then for your take profit, you're going to be what? You're going to be subtracting. You have to practice this. It's only when you practice this that you start to make more and more sense. And that is why we showed you on the platform. So let's cross over to the platform and we'll quickly show you for sell, how to go about selling, just like what we did here. We know some of you might be using your smartphone, and that's why we're showing this example here on the slides for you to understand better as well. So let's cross back to the application, and this is the application over here. You can see the trade running, the stop loss and take profit. Let's click on another instrument here, maybe this one, USD card. For USD card, we click on new order, and you can see USD card is over here. If you want, you can change your symbol. But for this one, this time around, we're going to click on sell. So once you click on sell, I'm going to show you what is going to happen here. You can see the trade is now shown over here for sell, and this is sell USD card. If you look at it very well, this is USD card over here, sell. There is no stop loss and there's no take profit. This is the trade here, no stop loss, no take profit. So where would our stop loss be? Where would our take profit be? You remember, if we click on it and we drag it down, you can see down is for take profit. So if you want to say 50 pips take profit, you can see 503, that is 50 pips and 3 pipettes. 50 pips and 3 pipettes. So that is the take profit and release, and then that is that. And then for the stop loss is the other way. You can see, let's just try to make it 45 pips. We try to always round it up to the nearest round number. It's either 0 or 5 ending. So this is about 45, as you can see over here, 45. So that is the stop loss, release, and that's what you have over here. So you can see stop loss has been imputed and take profit has been imputed as well. So this is the easiest way to do this for those using the laptop. If it's on your phone, you cannot drag it. Unfortunately, you have to do the calculation, and that's why we showed you the calculation as well. So we have shown you how to open trades and also how to modify. The modifying is the stop loss and the take profit. Now I want to explain to you how to close a trade. How to close a trade. There are two ways to close a trade. You can close a trade the manual way, or the automatic way. For the manual way, I'm going to show you now. For the manual way over here, let's assume is this trade we want to close, the one we just opened. We right click, and then you can see close. So we can click on close over here, right click, and then click on close, right? So that is the manual way, right? So if I click on it now, let's even do it together. You click on close, look at what happens. That trade has closed. That is the manual way, which is us doing it ourselves. This one that is over here that is still open, who can tell us what is the automatic way that this trade is going to close? This is the Euro AUD, which is this. The Euro AUD, who has an idea, the automatic way that this trade is going to close? Don't forget, this recording is going to be made available through the YouTube channel. We have dropped the link. So on the YouTube channel, you can go back and watch it over and over again. Okay. So who has an idea? Who has an idea, the automatic way to close a trade? Anybody who has an idea, the automatic way to close a trade? Today is strictly for the software, the MetaTrader 5, how to use it to open, close, and modify trades. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into market analysis, how to place trades using information such as the fundamentals and also the technical analysis, how to combine the two together. Can anybody tell us, do you have an idea how to close the trade? How to close the trade? Somebody just sent a message. Please, I can't see the screen. For the rest of us that are here, can you see the screen? Let us know if you can see the screen. So anybody who knows how to close a trade the automatic way, if you don't answer, I will just give you the answer, because the truth now is that when you try to participate, you try to answer the questions, it would help you to know whether you are right or you're wrong, right? And that's why you are here in this training. and not watching a recording. You watch a recording, you might not get to ask questions, just like now. So we're asking questions, but nobody seems to be answering. Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you, Mr. Abel. Innocent said the screen is clear. So that means that Anthony C. Christopher, it is from your own end, and Anthony has also signed out. It seems a lot of people are having issues with their internet, and they seem to be signing in and out. Well, you have access to the recording on the YouTube channel. You can go back and watch the recording. So for the question that we asked, as nobody has answered, I'm going to give you the answer. The automatic way to close a trade is when that trade that you have placed, I repeat, that trade that you have placed, it is when it hits the stop loss here, right? It's going to close for a loss. And you can see the stop loss here. You can see it has almost hit the stop loss, this red dashed lines. And then when it hits the take profit, it's going to close for a profit, which is over here. You can see that it is closer to hitting the stop loss, and that's why you can see massive negative over here, right? So that is when it hits the stop loss and take profit. If you're calm, you're just answering now. I waited a long time for somebody to answer, but nobody did. So I answered it for you, right? Remember we said there is a thin line between lecturing and teaching. We've been trying our best to teach, but we are not responding as such. And somebody cannot hear, so let me just type this because we're rounding up in a few minutes. I'm going to type something for Madam Grace that cannot hear us, and then hopefully she can adjust her audio from Zoom in order to hear. I'm just going to send a message out for her to do that now. I'm going to comment here in the chat section and then tag her and say, kindly enable audio from Zoom in order to hear, and that's Madam Grace. Oh, and she has her hand raised up. Yes, so I have put that comment here for her to try to do that. Hopefully she can get that sorted. Even though she has missed out because she's even joining us late. We want to believe that most of us should be conversant with the Zoom platform already. That we must have been using Zoom for a while, right? Because Zoom really came popular during the COVID period, and that was in 2020, where people couldn't go to the office. So we're using Zoom for meetings, right? And that's why we're having this online training via Zoom. So hopefully she sees that, and then let me see if I can help her out. Click on the audio symbol on the Zoom platform. So hopefully she sees that, and then she gets that sorted so that maybe she would ask a question or two before we round up. So guys, we have done the very basics, and that is how to use the software, the MetaTrader 5, to open, to close, and to modify trades. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to place trades using information, which has to do with the fundamentals and the technicals. The fundamentals has to do with news, while the technicals has to do with the charts that we have over here. Okay, so just scrolling up now, if your account said, please, I have not been able to log into the demo account I created because I could not find it in my MT5 broker list. MT5 broker list, if you are using your smartphone or your tablet, on the list, you need to first of all type 10 trade. Type 10 trade, and then you will see the MetaTrader 5. After you type 10 trade, the demo account login details, that is your ID and password, the demo account login details, you will use that to log in to the MT5 on your smartphone or tablet. So you have to first of all type 10 trade, right? And then you will find it. If you are still having challenges, kindly contact your account manager that will put you through. I wish I could put you through here, but your account manager will be the best person to help you out. Do we have questions based on what we have talked about today? Today is the introductory class, right? The day one for this beginner session. From tomorrow will be market analysis, and then the next day we'll talk about risk management and then psychology. And this is more or less like a puzzle that we're trying to solve. And a puzzle is how to trade from the beginner's perspective. So we're breaking it down as simple as it can be for us all to understand. And when we get to the final day on Thursday, you will let us know whether what we have been dishing out has made sense and you have learned something at the end of the day, right? Okay, if I come said, okay, thanks very much. Okay, let us know how it goes, please, because you need to practice. If we were to give everybody a little assignment today, the little assignment would be, guys, practice what you have learned on the demo account. We always advise you start with the demo account and not your real account, because your real account is real money. You start with the demo account, practice what we have done today: open, close, and modify trades. Use your own stop loss and use your own take profits of choice. You look over here, you have a lot of instruments. You can pick minimum of 20. Some of them could be buy, some of them could be sell, and then put in your own stop loss and take profits. Your stop loss could be 25 pips for this trade, and then maybe 40 pips for take profit for the next trade, or whatever the case might be. You can mix them up. Use small stop loss, big take profit, small, big stop loss, big take profit, or whatever the case might be. Play around with it because practicing is very key, very, very important. Do we have any questions? Madam Grace is yet to hear us. Let me just type that, Madam Grace, the recording will be made available via the YouTube channel of 10 Trade. Okay, so I just typed that out for Madam Grace, and then let me also type out the Telegram, the YouTube details again. Did I say YouTube or Telegram? Okay, I said YouTube, good. So let me just type out the details here. So that's the YouTube. So Madam Grace should be able to, hopefully, if she cannot hear us as our audio is not turned on, hopefully she can read what we're writing and then she can get this sorted out. She can still watch the recording. Everybody here, you can watch the recording, and then if you bring you up to speed on how to use the software, whether on your smartphone or on your tablet devices, right? Because at the end of the day, if you can check your email, I repeat, if you can check your email on your laptop, then you should be able to check your email on your smartphone devices as well. There's nothing much to it. So as we have absence of questions, we're going to be calling it a day from here. I would like to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to those that were able to stay from the beginning to the end and they have internet issues or one issue or the other. I want to say thank you to you guys. And for those that were not here for one reason or the other, I want to also say thank you. We're going to thank everybody at the end of the day. As we always say, this is a free training. You did not pay anything, and we're just expecting you to just be here with your attention level high here. That's all you're paying. And trust me, at the end of Thursday, you will be the ones. I'm repeating the fact that this is a free session. It's a free training, so you're not spending any money. So if you're not spending any money, we want you to gain something, and that thing we want you to gain, you will gain it eventually. You will see, and then you will give us your feedback. We hope that is okay. So we want to say thank you. Hope you have gotten value from day one, the introduction to the business, how to trade the Forex market in order to become profitable, and also introduction to the software, the MetaTrader 5, how to use it to open, to close, and to modify trades. So thank you guys. Thank you. It has indeed been a good day, right? We'll see you same time tomorrow, right? This is the top of the hour. Please let's come on time tomorrow by 2 p.m. Nigerian time. So depending on where you are, please come on time tomorrow, and then we will continue with market analysis. And it will get clearer and clearer and clearer. Don't forget, this is a puzzle that we're trying to solve, and you must start solving it with one piece at a time. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nonso. I believe it's Mr. Nonso. Thank you, Nonso, for saying thank you. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow. The recording will be made available on the YouTube channel, as we said earlier, right? Share the information with others. Let them join us tomorrow in good time as well. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye, and God bless. Cheers.